Hello again. It's been a while, I know. I did say we would be out on a trip every month, but it's just not been possible over the Christmas period. Sorry about that. Life's been a bit tricky recently, and time's gotten away from me, but I finally managed to get back out on another trip. So for this episode of the Mini Adventure series, we're heading out for a night camping in a snowy, partially snowy forest. We're going to be camping out in a hot tent, which is basically a tent with a small wood stove in it. We'll be making some nice food over the fire and doing a couple of other small projects you should probably stick around for.
We've come to the northern cairngorms and I've hiked out into the Rocky Merkles forest to find a nice place to camp. To be comfortable in winter, you need more kit, and a sled is an obvious choice to keep all that weight from sitting on your shoulders. So before driving up here, I built one from hazel. So this is the stove. I've got two stoves. I've got one that packs down flat, and then this one's just as it comes. It's just a little bit less work this way. Do you want to come over here? Yeah. You've got to be good though. Good lad. Right, let's pop you on this. Maybe a bit more free. There you go. You're free. Now shift out the way. So yeah, this is the big stuff. It basically it comes with the pipe inside of it, and the fold down one is like a piece of flat titanium, and it's really difficult to roll without like crunching. I guess it's good for backpacking, but I don't know when you'd ever take a stove backpacking. I guess if you're doing like a bigger like snowshoe trip or something, it would be good, but you fit it on your sled. But this one's good for where we're at today. I'm not sure if you'll remember, but in the first trip in this series, I left my hot tent behind at a bothy, so this one's brand new. Here you can see me cutting a hole in the heat-resistant pipe vent. This just goes on the roof of the tent, and the pipe goes through it. That's the stove in. So I'll set this bed up. This bed is the biggest nightmare in the world to set up. It's a raised bed, so you keep off the ground, which is obviously very cold at the moment. But it's a nightmare to set up. There we go. Right, so on this trip we've come out to one of my favourite spots near the cairngorms. It's a really close walk from the van. It's like 10 minutes walk from the van, and I thought with it being snowy that we'd come out and have a snow camp, and there is snow on the ground as you've seen, but it's raining at the moment. It's like 5 degrees, so I think I've kind of missed it. But the plan for the night is, now we've got the camp set up, it's kind of dark now, so we're not going to be doing exploring, but I'm going to set a trail camera up to see if we can find some pine. Come here. What's up? Do you want to come in? I'll go get you. There he is. So the plan for the night is to set a trail camera up because it'd be quite nice to see. Alright, it'd be quite nice to see if we can catch some pine marten or red squirrel on the camera, or like a Wendigo or a Bigfoot or something. That would be cool. And then we're gonna, well, I'll probably get the fire on now, and then we're gonna have a fire outside. I brought some little clay pots that I made from wild clay a little while ago, and I kind of want to fire them in the campfire outside, and then I'm going to see, I've never cooked in like earthware before, so I'm going to see if we can cook eggs in the morning on them. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, that's the plan, so we'll get to it. So, for dinner tonight, we're going to have steak on a stick, because I don't know if you remember from the last episode, but we had a bit of bother with the steak last time. It was disgusting, it was ranted. Drew ate a little bit of it, but I don't think it did him any good. So we're going to have steak with tender stem broccoli and garlic, and I'm going to do that in foil with some garlic and butter and wrap it up and just put it on top of the fire once it's burnt down a little bit. And then we're going to have baked potato in foil as well, just in the embers of the fire, so that's going to take like an hour probably, realistically. So punch some holes in it, and then we will stick it in the fire. I have potato, big wedge of butter. I think I'm just going to slather some butter on it, throw it in the fire and leave it for 30 minutes, something like that, see what it looks like. I'm just going to put a big wedge of butter. This knife here, this one I made, it's supposed to be like a frontier knife, so I made this one. It's got red deer antler handle, and then it's got that, like, apparently the British used to have, in the fur trading days, they used to have 3 pins in their knife handles, and the French had 2. It's like a trading knife, so that's what this is supposed to be. It's not a very good knife really, but it's kind of cool, I like it. Kind of awkward to use. Do I think I cut this on rather than cut my leg? Yep. There we go. Just go chuck this in the fire. So we've got the greens, the tender stem broccoli with garlic and butter in here. I've opened up the stove, and we have the steak cooking on there on the stick. And we've got the potato. I've just finished that the way I did outside, and then I've cut it into a cross shape, and then just put some butter in it, and then just keep them warm on the stove there. So it shouldn't be too long, but it's looking good. Well, I wondered why Drew was so quiet. He's just eaten, like, probably at least a third of a block of butter, so his shits tomorrow are going to be unholy. So that'll be a nice car ride home. You're gross. Alright, we've got dinner. I'll just shine the light in so you can see. People might say it's burnt. It's not burnt, it's just done on a fire. It's just a little charred. But how good does that look? How good's that? If you remember from the last trip, I've still got in my little bag, I've got the fork. So I'm going to use the fork. Do you want some?
Okay. You tell me if it's good. Here, what's this? Oh, yeah. Nick, look at that. That's so good. So, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. And then we will be getting ready for bed. So these are two little clay pots I made, wild clay pots. So I found the clay and then I processed it, made it into wild clay. And then I just did little pinch bowls because I didn't have a wheel at the time, so they're just little pinch pots. But you've got to warm them really slowly, otherwise they'll crack. So I'm going to get them up to sort of, well, room temp, I think, because they're quite cold here on the floor. And I'm just going to stick them in the stove and see what happens overnight. Keep feeding the stove. They might crack, to be fair, but we'll give it a go. I'm just going to put these in the fire now and then leave them overnight. I'll just keep topping up the fire. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll give it a go. I think they're probably going to crack, to be honest. I'm willing to give it a try. Put them in there. And then we'll just keep the fire going. Keep topping it up. I'll probably turn them over after they've heated up a bit more. See how it goes. Good morning. Me and Drew just got up. It's quite late now. It's like 8:30. So we're gonna have a quick look, see what this pot's done, see if we can make some breakfast with it. Drew's just having his breakfast right now. The snow has pretty much all gone, so there's no point hanging around here. So we'll have a look at the pot, see if we can make some breakfast with it, have a coffee, check the trail camera, and then we'll pack everything up and get going. There you go. There's a fired pot. Looks like the other one, I put two in, looks like the other one exploded into a million pieces. But this one looks good, so we'll give this a go. So wild clay is very porous, so I've brought some beeswax, and it's just like beeswax and mineral oil. Some people call it, what do they call it? Axe wax. You put on like the axe handles and stuff. So I'm just going to rub this into it. It helps to sort of clog the pores so it's not as porous. Not too bad, eh? I mean, a lot of it stuck to the pot, but that'll clean off, and sort of as expected. Cool. So, a couple more things before we pack up. I'm gonna go check the trail camera, see if we caught any squirrels or pine marten. So we'll go see if the bread's still there, see what's on the camera. It looks like the bread's gone, I can't see it on the floor. There's no way we got anything. No squirrels, no pine marten, no Bigfoots, no Wendigo, just a big idiot. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will be back to the normal one video the last Friday of every month from now on. I have some bigger trips planned, and I have a bunch more ideas for other series, so stay tuned. Thanks.